We are one. When my boot comes down on your neck, we are one. That's right.
You may hear background noise in this video. There's nothing I can do about that. Normally I wait until it's late, but it's still relatively early. So I need to do a follow-up video on the Mike Decker video that I did on the Desert Audio Anomalies Destroy Sock Puppet explanation. A lot of people had questions about how it works, what's going on, what is this. This isn't a subject that you can make clear to somebody in a YouTube comment. You really need to put the time into it to understand what's going on. And I'm going to get into that because there's a lot of videos that people can watch, put the time into it, and you can understand how it operates. I'm going to show you that. But first, I have a comment that's going to lead us into that, and I want to show you this because it's very important. Now, I have warned people over and over that you can comment all you want, but if you lie or try to deceive people in the comments, I'm going to delete the comment, flat out. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to debate it with you. If you lie in the comment, I'm going to remove it. So I'm going to use this comment to catapult us into how to learn about this. So after I had posted the Mike Decker Audio Anomalies video, somebody came to the channel and said something pretty interesting. A sock puppet account came. First off, take note of the name. It is Christ, Light and Love. Now, a lot of people use these types of usernames to sell bullshit to people, and that's just the truth. That's just what they do. But the comment totally lies to everybody, or tries to, before I removed it. It says,
out in the middle of BFE, filming with his smartphone, ... interference with his device would be what Occam's razor would demand. You have not proven anything. The reason you're allowed on YouTube is because you're either CIA or a useful idiot.
Well, they're lying through this entire comment.
Out in the middle of BFE, filming with his smartphone.
That is what they want people to see and go, oh, that's what they try to blame on crosstalk, right? That's not the case at all. And I talked to Mike, and I'm going to show you this, and this is why I removed the comment. Now, I have whited out a lot of this conversation to keep our conversation private. But here's an email from Mike Decker where I was talking to him, and he says, the camera I was using was a GoPro 11. A GoPro 11, not a smartphone, not a cell phone. I brought this up to Mike, and Mike sent me this video showing that they are GoPro files.
These are all GoPro files. I always go over here to my 4K download.
And there are the desert files right there. GoPro, not a smartphone.
There's the number there. This is the video here.
Spot. All the dogs are running.
GoPro file. No smartphone.
So if you come here trying to lie or to deceive people, I'm going to take your own post and I'm going to burn you down with it. That's just the way it's got to be. So this is why people like that get their comments removed. So they say something that is a total lie, and then they flat out attack you. And then you're just supposed to put up with it because they have Christ in their username, right? So again, if you lie like this, then I am going to delete the comment, flat out. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to debate. I'm just going to remove it. There was no smartphone. He was recording with a GoPro 11. Now, Occam's razor. Let's get into this. Interference with his device would be what Occam's razor would demand. Well, let's get into this. There's videos that I have out about the SWAT rat. Now, I would like to take your Occam's razor ass over to there. And this is where we can get into talking about how this works. Here is a video right here. On my homepage, there's a bunch of playlists for people to check out how this works. In one of these playlists, it's SWAT rat, the surveillance system that you need to know about. And there's a video called Weaponized Acoustic Surveillance in Your Home and World. And it says proof and demonstration. Now, Occam's razor. Here in this video, I show people that this is surveilling what people are doing. And it's not a live person. It is AI And the way I explain it to Mike is it's sort of like an autistic, weird court reporter taking shorthand acoustic notes. And it's no different than what your cell phone does. See, your cell phone is using the accelerometer and all these different sensors on your phone to understand what you are doing. And I've said this before, but let's pretend that you're in a car and you're traveling and you're going 45 miles per hour. And then the car comes to the stop and there is a car door that closes. It goes from 45 to 0. The car door closes. This is metadata. They have decided probability that you got out of the car, 90% or 95%, whatever. This is the same thing. This is how it works. Now in this video, the weaponized acoustic surveillance in your home and world video, you should see it. I showed different clips of audio that I had picked up by doing things in a home and recording at the same time. And what it does is it responds, or it will respond later. And if somebody is hearing this, because it is a vibration sound, so if one of these voice hearers out there is hearing this, they think it's surveillance and they think they're being surveilled. There are many, many people who actually hear this stuff and believe that people know what they're doing all the time. So I had been watching a 9/11 documentary before I started messing with this and doing tests. So right when I started to do the test, it barks out September 11th, and it was about what I was watching. And it says September 11th.
September 11th.
So that actually says that, September 11th, and you can hear it plain as day. So I go on in the video to do different things, and I get reactions from it. Now I'm not hearing this, I'm hearing it in the recordings that I play back. There are other people out there that have to hear this, and they're labeled mentally ill. So, you know, I did running down the house. I was like walking quick down the hall, and I would stop and it would react to the steps that I had taken. I will show you that real quick. I'm going to take a bunch of steps, accentuated stomping, and a voice is going to come in and it's going to say left foot flat-footed.
Left foot flat-footed.
Left foot flat-footed.
Left foot flat-footed.
Now this was not done with a cell phone, with a smartphone. This was done with a mic into a computer recording. It's no different than them trying to say, oh, it was a TV. And I used that video of Mike Decker out in the middle of the high desert to show you that it wasn't a television. The signal is everywhere. And the way it works, and you can get into this in different videos, is it is bounced back down and it comes down like an umbrella and covers an entire area. Now, people have a hard time understanding this, but they don't question their own internet. An internet signal is two-way. It's two-way, and two different people can be at two different websites from the same internet signal. This is an after-the-fact note. It can be way more than two people. Many, many people can be on the same internet signal, two-way, doing different things entirely. It's very easy to understand. So this audio and surveillance system works the exact same way. It's no different, but it is very low bit, and it's very easy to maintain. It never goes down like Facebook. So here's another one where I walked down the hall because I wanted redundancy. I wanted to keep doing this over and over to make sure that this was doing exactly what I thought it was, and it was. Let's check it out. Another stomping down the hall test. I took 10 steps and stopped. A voice comes in, sounds like a broken speak and spell, and it says 10 steps. Here it is.
10 steps.
10 steps.
10 steps. 10 steps.
So Occam's razor would put you in a pretty troubling predicament there with all of it. So you have to watch when people say things like he's out there with his smartphone. He wasn't out there with a smartphone. He was out there with a GoPro 11. And they're flat out lying. They are just lying now. Now this one, I did another redundancy test. I walked again, and it says, which feet, left foot? Which feet, left foot? It comments about what you are doing because it understands noises, just like your phone, just like an Alexa.
Which feet, left foot?
Which feet, left foot?
Which feet, left foot?
So you can see there that it happens over and over. And then, coincidentally, I got out on Airsoft and started racking it. And like the pistol comment in Mike's video, it responds to what I do with the pistol. So it is learning sounds, and with that, you can start to understand how these houses are haunted, become quote-unquote haunted. They're artificial hauntings. So what they do is this system learns sounds. It'll learn the sounds of the cupboard doors opening and closing, every sound in the home, the doors opening and closing, your sink turning on, all this, and suddenly these people will begin to hear these sounds when they're shot back into a home. So if you follow what I'm saying, it's very easy to understand. You get these sounds shot back into a home, and then people believe their house is haunted when it's just the same sounds, samples basically, of what goes on in their home shot back in. The sink turning on, doors closing, drawers opening, whatever. But if you check out the videos that I have, you can understand it. Now, here was another pistol test where I took the airsoft and racked it. And a high voice comes in, it says, "You need to kill him." So the gun racks. Then a voice comes in here, and it says,
Need to kill him.
"Need to kill him."
Need to kill him.
Now, that is not a radio frequency. That is actual sound being transduced into vibration, sound. It's not radio frequency. It is a vibration. It is a mechanical sound. And that can be done in the same way that corona discharge is done. You can hear electricity, right? If it's buzzing, if it's doing something. This is a controlled signal that is transducing into voices or sounds. And that's how it works. It's very, very simple if you take the time to understand it.
Need to kill him. Need to kill him.
When these people lie in comments and they're talking about Occam's razor and whatever, and it's the same person that has been posting with different usernames for years on this channel, saying the same things with the same vocabulary. So in my playlists, I have one called Reality. And in this video, it says MIT confirms Lookout for Charlie 100%. Check this video out if you have questions. This video is MIT talking about everything that I talk about on my channel. Everything. MIT is talking about it. Now, the Eugene signal was something that happened in Eugene, Oregon. And that is very, very important video to watch. All of these are important, but if you want to start getting into this, the MIT video is very important. The Eugene signal is very important. And then if we go down, all of the SWAT rat videos are very important. And then this is a special playlist here, educational videos for newcomers and interested humans. We need to talk about the new normal. That's not about the new normal as in 2020. It's about frequency surveillance, ELF, wireless engineering, V2K, all of that. Then you can get into what is a wearable device. Then you can get into why are they doing this. Then you can get into who is doing this. And then here's MIT again, the same video. And then we have come on, do criminal stuff, 21st century surveillance, and the Guantanamo Bay and RF weapons playbook. All of these videos are very important, and you can go from there. Now I have satirical videos that I had to put up on another channel because YouTube kept knocking them down. But it's Blue Cube, the leader in Lone Wolf technology. These are just satirical videos that are not serious, but I think they're pretty funny. Then you have the mental health industry, and this playlist goes into everything about this signal, how this system works, and the mental health narrative. So all of these videos go into this, and there's a lot of it. And I go in depth into all of this. So you can watch these and understand exactly what's going on. Then you have artificial hauntings and why and how they are artificial. And there are lots of videos on my channel about that. A lot. So all the information is there for you to take in. All of it. Another playlist. Patsies, dupes, targets, Manchurians, etc. And it goes through all of these people who got duped or tricked or screwed up by this technology. And then you have Project MK Sleep, where I go into the audio that is coming into a vicinity when people are sleeping. You can understand how this is working. And this is audio from different places. One is from San Diego. There's another one from a woman's house. And that goes in depth into how this can affect people when they're sleeping. Because in a lot of these videos, I explain that scientists are now talking about being able to break into people's dreams and get them talking, which is basically interrogation. And then I have a whole playlist about music industry mastering and subliminals, because I dealt with music for a whole lot of fucking years. So it's all there. If you want to understand this, it's all there. Now, what's weird is I had watched Mike's channel before, and I didn't recognize it because the video that I clicked on was about a hunter, and I didn't put it together. And within 2 minutes, I just downloaded the video and started working on it because I was so intrigued by the audio. But I had seen Mike's videos before, and I didn't realize that he cut his hair. So I didn't recognize what was going on. But he's got some good videos. So make sure that you go to Mike Decker's channel and subscribe. It's right here, Mike Decker, Sky Militia 307. Here, he actually made a video about the video that I made. And coincidentally, the pistol comments that were made actually lined up with what he was doing or what he had on him, which is very, very interesting. I think Occam's razor would say that if audio is mentioning a pistol and you have a pistol on you, it's not something that people talk about in every conversation. That would be very strange and something to take note of. And that is it for now. Look out for Charlie.
We are one. When my boot comes down on your neck, we are one. That's right. Piano solo. Do you feel it? I feel it. It's got me by the feels. So bad.